What's up, guys? I am back, and we are here today with a hero deck profile. I've been playing this at locals recently, and I love it. I love his stratos is back at 3, and I love that we got all these. We just keep getting these new hero cards that all they're all very incremental in what they do. Like none of them are quite insane, but all of them are just together. I think it's really cool that all together they make like a hero deck, an Omni-Hero deck, and it's just so cool. Anyway, it, I got first at one of the locals I played in, and then the one of them I scrubbed out. That was after I changed the list a little bit, but then I changed it back, and and then at the other one I got top 4. Basically, I've been going back and forth on the hand trap lineup, on how many e-call to play, how many stratos to play, how many solid soldier to play. I think I've decided on something of what I like right now. I'm still testing. I'll let you guys know in the future of what I come up with for this. But just to start it off, we'll get it started with the elemental heroes. So of course you got to have the 3 stratos. I'm actually not sure if you need to play 3 of this. It sounds super weird. Now that it's gone to 3, why wouldn't you play 3, right? But it's a normal summon, right? So it's only good when you normal summon it. If you open 2, that doesn't really help. And it is searchable off e-call, which is a very versatile card, where this is not. So I might be bumping e-call back up and putting stratos back down to 2. You definitely want 2, but I don't know if 3 is correct. But it's honestly just super nice to open it, so who knows. 2 Shadow Mist. Mist is just amazing. Searches mass change. If you already have the mass change, you can use this Grave effect, which is really nice. You got 2 Solid Soldier. Basically, who needs Goblinberg? We have this now. This card's insane. It also triggers off Polymerization, which is part of the main combo of this deck, which is how you end on Plasma Malicious. And the last elemental is just Honest Neos, so you search this at like the end of the combo, so that way your Plasma and Dark Law are protected from random weenies trying to just crash over them. For Destiny Heroes, it's 3 Malicious, Plasma, and Dynatag. Dynatag is necessary. He's like the one bad Destiny Hero you have to play. You have to play Destiny Heroes because of Fusion Destiny, which is just the best card in this deck. You just want to draw that card every game. But this is like the best one to send, right? Because his Grave effect allows you to trigger Dystopia, and Dystopia allows you to break boards. So he's just basically a combo piece, and he can get himself out of your hand and actually kill. I've won 2 games off of his burn effect in hands where I've just gotten them to almost dead, and then they attack me, and then I just drop Dynatag, and it's just hilarious. But it's actually kind of relevant. For Division Heroes, it's going to be 3 Fairies. Obviously, this card is just nuts. It just starts all your combos. Gets you right to this. Increase is, like, awful, but he's part of Ferris, and Ferris is broken, and Increase is broken because of Ferris. So, yeah. And then Increase summons this insane card. Sometimes I just forget he's a Vision Hero because he was released so far before the other guys. But he is summonable off of Increase, which is what makes Increase so good. And he's another part of your combo, just getting you to your Polymerization, getting your Malicious Engrave super consistently. Like, you always just want to open Ferris because that gets you Malicious Engrave, and then Cross Crusader gets you any other card that you want. Yeah, and then we only play 1 Evil Hero, and that's 1 Adusted Gold. This card is good. This Malicious Bane is very good. I'll talk more about the Evil Heroes when we get to Malicious Bane, but yeah. 3 of the best card in the deck. You cannot play any less than 3 of this. This card is so insane, allowing you to basically, like, off of 1 card, this is an entire board. So it's very versatile too. It lets you pretty much do what you want depending on your hands. I choose to play 3 Super Poly right now. It's just so insane. It's an offensive card for this deck because you can make Adoration while you're going for game, and then the Adoration, like, it's basically like extending damage with mass change. It's the same concept. You just super poly 2 your guys and do an Adoration attack with that too, and that's generally enough to push, right? So continuing with the fusion spells, of course, you got the 3 mass change. You just want to open this. It is searchable, but you do want to open it. It gets you to Dark Law. Dark Law is insane in this format, with Orcus being so good and Salamangreat being a deck. Yeah. It also just ruins like any like non-meta deck. The two search targets, basically the Garnets. You don't want to draw these. Well, actually, this one's not bad to draw. Polymerization is pretty good to draw, but Dark Calling is completely dead if you draw it without the Dusted Gold. So you don't want to draw it, but a Dusted Gold or Malicious Bane is just that good. We're playing 2 Twin in the main. I actually want to put this back to 3. I cut it to 2 recently, and I think it should be a 3 in this deck. It's just so strong, especially with Dark Law, because if you go first with this card, it's not even that bad, because it turns this into a double Cosmic Cyclone, basically. And that's pretty strong. Got 1 Rhoda, of course. 1 Hero Lives, and 1 E-Call. I think this should be a I think this should probably go to more, and then Stratos to less. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's just very, very generic card and allows you to really change your hand depending on what you have. And then for hand traps, I just played 3 Impermanence and 3 Ash. I think these are just super versatile hand traps. Like, well, how can you go wrong with these two, you know? So, yeah. For the extra deck, we have, of course, the Dark Laws. You got to play 2 because the second one does come up sometimes in the grind, so that's important. The Anki is good because he's a mass hero that you can go into that's bigger than like some of the weird stuff, like why is Gizmek 2450? I mean, come on, man. Like, why did they do this to my boy? I don't know. But anyway, Anki gets over it and then searches you a mass change, which gets you into Dark Law. The Destiny Hero Fusions, which you summon out Fusion Destiny. This one you go into if you need to send Shadow Mist, basically, and this one you go into if you don't need to send Shadow Mist. This one's better to have engrave, and this one is a Garnet. Or, not a Garnet, it's a blank card, basically. It doesn't really do anything. As for Vision Heroes, 1 Adoration, 1 Trinity. I think Trinity is, like, just the nuts. Against Orcus, they generally leave a lot of weenies on board. And Galatea cannot be destroyed by battle when she's linked. So if they only leave Galatea in the extra monster zone, you just fusion summon the Trinity to her zone. She can't be destroyed by battle. And you attack them 3 times for 32 each. And they're dead. So if they don't, basically it just forces them to negate the polymerization. And if they don't, they die. And then Adoration is part of your generic turn 1 combo where you summon Plasma Dark Claw. So, yeah. 1 Malicious Bane. This card's nuts. If you guys haven't read this card yet, it says it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects, and during your main phase you can destroy all monsters your opponent controls with attack less than or equal to this card's, and it gains 200 attack for each monster destroyed this way, but you cannot declare attack for the rest of the turn except with hero monsters, and that never comes up because there really isn't a monster in here that isn't a hero monster. I'll tell you that right now. There are 3, and they're in the extra deck. So yeah, this card's just super stupid. You just you just blow up their board and they die. 1 Star Venom and 1 Violet Chimera. I've just been thinking of cutting this because less and less Salamangreat are roaming around. That deck is just losing in popularity. But I really want to play either just another hero fusion, or I want to play the new Predaplant Fuse 3 Darks. It's basically just this on crack, but it's like insane when you bring it out. It has a really good effect. So yeah, I've been thinking of trying that. For links, for the hero links, we got 1 Extra Hero Dread Decimator. We got the 2 Cross Crusader. I think you do need 2 because it comes up in the grind. And then you got the 1 Wonder Driver because he's pretty good actually. I didn't think I would need him at first, but the ability to set back the Super Poly from the grave comes up, and getting back the regular polymerization comes up as well. And then lastly, 1 Lambda because it is the most generic link 2 with the most attack. You need generic because you main Super Poly, because a lot of the time you don't get to summon a link before you Super Poly, right? Because you're playing into negates. So when you super poly, you have to put like a Star Venom in the extra monster zone, and this deck can't play out of that unless it opens Ferris, and then you can just tribute summon the Ferris, which plays around that. But if you don't have that, then you have to make Lambda. So you play one because it's necessary when you play that. So side deck, got 3 Nibiru and 3 Artifact Lancia. I think these are the greatest hand traps to be siding right now. Honestly, in this deck, I might even main this card. I was at a few of the locals I went to, but it can be kind of bricky. I'll just be honest. It is a really good card though, and can definitely just win a game outright, especially since people aren't used to playing around it right now. I think that's what makes it so strong. It can really blindside people. And then Lancia, I think, is like the best hand trap right now. And the Seeker Rares just looks so good. 2 Danko. I'm getting... so, I actually don't think this is the right choice for this slot. I've tried siding it in a few times, and it's just been subpar, but honestly, the reason I do keep it in is because at the locals I go to, there's a lot of really random stuff. There's a lot of meta stuff, but there's some really random stuff you can run into. Like there's people playing Barrier Stun, there's people playing Burn decks, there's people playing Mystic Mind Stall, like Final Countdown, Wave Motion Cannon, all that dumb stuff. And Danko Sekka just kind of reams those kind of decks because you just summon it, especially like the Mystic Mind decks, like you just summon it and then you just pass until you see Twin Twister, and then Twin Twister the Mine, and then kill them. 3 Pankratops. Man, he is just the best grind card, I think. Like, you side him in going second, and he can just break a board by himself. He's so big. He's such a nuisance to a lot of boards, and he just puts in the work. 2 Dark Ruler no more. I want to bump this to 3. I think this card is really insane, this format. Definitely cited it a lot recently, and it's just been overperforming. Yeah. And then, last but not least, we got Spell and Trap removal. I have 2 Unending Nightmares because, again, like I'm saying, there's people playing these stupid burn decks, and they just lose to this card because this card just destroys all the continuous. And it's good against Pendulum, I guess, and Twin Twisters, obviously, is just necessary for those backrow decks. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out my other videos. I'll have some kind of Fluffle Orchest conglomeration coming up soon. I just have to find a way to make it work without Mermaid, but I definitely will. All right. See you later, guys. Peace.